Hey, my name's Danny Frank, otherwise known as the Pearland real estate expert. Hey, today I want to dive into Houston and Harris County to really kind of show you, the consumer and other realtors, of course, what's going on in the market in and around Houston and Harris County. You know, we see on the news the national statistics of what's going on, and is the same thing going on all over the U.S. as going on here in Houston, or even that matter for Austin, Dallas, San Antonio, and whatnot. But what we're going to talk about today is just Harris County and Houston in general, and maybe a little bit of the five surrounding counties around Harris County to kind of give you an update of how the year ended up, where it might be going, and how you, the consumer, should react with the real estate that we have today. So let's jump right into this, see where we go. And by the way, Happy New Year. Hold on, here we go. So here, I want to jump right into this and kind of show you some ideas of what's going on. Let's go to this chart here and kind of start off on the median price. So again, just to kind of show where we are, we're looking at Brazoria, Fort Bend, Harris, Galveston, Montgomery, and Liberty counties. That's kind of the area that I really kind of want to talk about today and show you what's going on in the greater Houston area. And, you know, if you want more details on a very specific neighborhood, I can break these down for you too. Just shoot me a message on Facebook or on YouTube and let me know what you want to find out more about a particular neighborhood. I'd be glad to assist you in doing that. So let's look at this. Are the prices tumbling in Houston? Well, let's look here at the average median price going across, and we're sitting at $314,000 over the last 2 years as a median price. And you can see, looking at that mark right there, we're just at that price at $317. But we go back to where we were just in June, $355. So back in May was our highest year of $356,000 as a median price coming in. And today we're at $317. So, but what I want you to note here, and what I want you to really look at, is these numbers right up here. In May of 2022, record-setting years, all that's going on and really happening, 7,009 properties closed in the month of May. In December, our price fell down to $317. We had 3,894 homes close. It's a big difference, folks. And where you can really see that, if we come in here and look at the supply and demand, you can see here the red line is the houses for sale. But you look today where we are, we had for sale 17,228 homes that were for sale in December. Okay. But you go back here and look up here where we were, 21,000 back in August. You come back to a year ago, December, 16,000. Let's go back to June, July of 21, 20,000, and go back here, 19,000. So you can see we're a couple thousand homes off out there. So where does that really mean? Well, there's still homes for sale, just no one's buying them right now. You know, with the increased rate that we're paying on interest rates, it makes a big difference. You know, if you go back and look year over year, look at the interest rates, they've almost doubled in 12 months. That's not an easy pill to swallow. You go from a 3 to a 6, that makes a big difference. And, you know, it can really affect the affordability of any house that you're looking at. And with the inflation that we have going on in the Harris County, Houston, greater MSA of Houston, you can really tell that that's really taking effect on the home sales. You can see that right here. Solds are down 25% year over year from 2 years ago. We were at 7,059 sold 2 years ago in December of 2020. In this year, we only had 3,694 sold. Yikes. That's a big difference in what's going on and where we are with the pricing and what's going on with that. It's hard to really understand. So now I want to jump over to the sales rate. And that's sales absorption. I'm gonna look at days on the market because let's kind of start there. That this really kind of shows you where we are. We are at an average going across the board here of 24.9 days on the market. Man, look at this. We're at 45 days on the market in December. And what's that doing? The days on the market are skyrocketing up. And if you come back in here and look at month supply of inventory, this is the telltale sign. You know, you come down in here and you look, May of 22, 1 month of inventory. Today, 3.4 months of inventory. You know, is this going in the right direction? Well, you see, we had a drop in the total number, 3.6 months in November down to 3.4 months. But it's still exponentially climbing every month. I suspect this number will go up again because I'm looking at both of these charts right here, both these graphs. The lines are, you know, they're going to tell a tale. I'll be interested to see after the final MLS numbers come out in mid-January where we really are. But this shows everything that's closed through the MLS up to this point. And there'll be some corrections made, I'm sure, coming through. But man, I suspect that our month supply of inventory will hover in January 3.4 to 3.7%. We'll see there, maybe 3.2 to 3.6. I don't think it'll go much above that coming in right now. But what's creeping up and what's really has to be the telltale sign is this number right here. And let's go back and look at this again, the average days on market. It's exponentially growing here. Back in May, we were at 16 days on the market. That's nothing. That means you put your house on the market and 45 days later, you're closed, you're paid, you're sold, you're in your new home. Here, it's 45 days on the market, and it's not an easy thing to deal with. That means you're 60 to 70 days before you're closing on most part, because it's 45 days on the market. And if you have a contract in 45 days, it takes another 30 days to close. That could almost be 90 days versus 16 before, you know, so that's a big thing to consider and to think about where you're going and what you're going to do with your house. I suspect moving forward, January, we will see a higher number here of days on the market coming up to 55 to 60 days on the market. And what's really fun to watch this is what's going to happen. So, you know, if y'all follow me and like and subscribe to these videos, and you'll see my patterns happen all the time. I talk about this pattern right here, the wave. The wave happens every year. We could take the same time period right here and expand it. This is for 2 years. If I expanded this to 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, the wave would be identical coming through. So I want you to look here where we are in December of 2020. It starts following, and then March, February, back up again. Come back here, it falls until January, February, then starts climbing right back up. Do you see the pattern? I do. So think about this. If you are about to put your house on the market, or you're thinking about buying a house, what's going to happen the first week and second week in February? The market's going to shift again. It shifts every year. And if you anticipate that shift, you can either sell at a higher price, buy at a lower price, kind of depending where you want to go with your market. And that's where a great realtor like me comes in and helps you discern what's the right way to go. Where do I go? How do I go? What's going on in a particular neighborhood? You know, I tell everyone I meet that it's about the numbers. And real estate is a contractual thing that a lot of people get really sideways with and become very emotional with it. And real estate's just an investment, guys, in my opinion. You have to treat it as such. Is it a good investment to sell, or is it a good investment to buy? Well, let's look at that for a second again and look at that. Where we were 2 years ago, we were at $268,000 2 years ago. Where are we today? 317. So if you would have bought 2 years ago and sold it today, that's quite the difference, right? 317 minus 268. That's $50,000 plus that you could have put in your pocket. So is that a good investment, real estate? I think so. If you had invested $250,000 and in 2 years get $50,000 back, that's a pretty darn good investment in my opinion. So, real estate fluctuates very little, as you can see over this price margin for all of the greater Houston MSA, Harris County MSA. You can see that the prices are decreasing right now. They're normalizing, in my opinion. We hit a really high because of COVID and everything. Some of the record-setting years we had, 19, 20, 21 were record-setting years, and now we're coming back in and we're leveling out a little bit. But I suspect they will pick right back up come February, March. So stay tuned. Let's see what else we can do. I'm going to show you some different charts coming up here shortly. All right, so now I want to go to the Houston Association of Realtors homepage, the public side. I want to show you some things that are really quite interesting. So let's go there right now. All right, so let's jump right into this. This is the Houston Association of Realtors homepage. And what I want you to see is I've done some searching here already on the HAR homepage, and City of Houston, no other outlying cities, it's just the City of Houston. Single family and townhouse condos, because that's all single family stuff there, right? So today we have in the City of Houston 8,036 total properties for sale. So what's going on in the Houston market is we're seeing a price normalization. So what I want to show you here, I'm going to throw a filter in here. Watch this number, 8,036. Watch this number. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put price reductions. Out of that 8,000 we had, 2,600 have had price reductions. I know, right? That's a ton of reduction. So that's something to really look at in what's going on. So I'm going to tell you, as a buyer, now's the time to buy. Absolutely, because those prices are coming down, and I would tell you to do it quick, fast, in a hurry. And let's get together and find a strategy where you want to live, and let's go find those houses, because there's still a ton of houses out there, and the prices are decreasing right now. So we can help you do that. If you're wanting to sell your house, I'm probably going to tell you to wait till late January to list it, because February starts that market trend, that market shift back up. I'm just honesty here, folks. That's all this about, full transparency. I don't want your listing just to have your listing. I want to help you sell your house for the most amount of money that I can get for it. So, and that's going to be coming in February if everything goes where we are. So I'm going to take that price reduction filter off and come back in. We're back at 8036. So of those 8036s, let's come right here, and I want to show you, let's put a filter in here, and let's come and look at new construction. All right. What's there? Single family new construction. Of those 8,000, 2,000 are new construction. There's a lot of new homes. So guys, I'm going to tell you, now is the time to buy a new home. New construction is where the biggest discounts are taking. The house is already built. They're ready to go. They're having to pay all these taxes on it for 2023 now. They want them gone. The incentives are coming back. Call me. Let me help you find a home that's brand new. We can finish it. We can build it. We can do so many things. But now is the time to buy a new home. Because, that's amazing. And look at that, 2042 total homes. I'm going to put a filter on this, and this is going to blow your mind too. Let's look at price reductions of this. 445 of that 2,000 is at a price reduction. Oh my God, that's mind blowing. So come on, let's go find a new house to buy. Okay, so what's my take on all of this? Where's the Houston Harris County market going, and what do you need to do as a consumer? You know, there's lots of different things going on out there, and I think that you really need to get ready for the explosion in Houston again. I don't see the market crashing here in Houston. Like I said a while ago, I see a normalization of what's going on in the Houston Harris County market and surrounding counties, but I don't see a crash. I see some price leveling, if you will, and each neighborhood's a little bit different. But you know, I'm looking at a kind of a broad brush of Harris County and the 5 surrounding counties around it, and I really want you to understand that get with a great realtor, me or someone else you know, love, and trust, and find out the information about a very specific neighborhood, a very specific house, and let's see what we can do to help you either sell your house for the maximum amount of profit that we can get for you today, and when that time might be. You know, it's kind of dependent on what your factors are, when you're moving, how you're moving, and how you're going to go. So let's get together. Let's talk about that. Be sure to like and subscribe this video. I would love to have you call me, leave me a message, let me know what you think what you think about this video and what you would like to see differently on my future videos. You know, this is something that I have so much passion about, is helping people fulfill their dreams and wishes when it comes to real estate. So it'd be my honor to help you find the next house that you live in, or sell the one you have and move into something different. Again, my name's Danny Frank. I'm the Pearland real estate expert. You can reach me anytime. You can find my contact information down below. Please feel free to reach out to me. All things social media are at Dan Frank TX. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what I can do to help you. Take care. God bless, and Happy New Year.